Well, the yard looks doesn't look horrible. Good morning. Not sure what kind of morning it'll be, but we got hammered with quite a bit of rain. We finished seeding, but yeah, pretty much all of our land got, and southern Manitoba, a huge area got hit with a lot of rain. So here at my place, I'm at 2.3 inches, and I believe up by Daryl's we're closer to 3 inches, and some of our other land, I believe, we're right around that inch and 3/4, 2 inch. Not sure if I believe that rain gauge, but it looks wet. So we're gonna go for a little drive. Typically things always look the worst during it, and you give it a day and the water kind of settles out, but that's a lot of rain. We're pretty flat. The ditches fill, drains fill, and it takes time for that water to get out of here. We'll go for a quick drive. I'll kind of give you a rundown of the, I don't want to say the good, the bad, and the ugly, but some of our land handles that kind of rain a lot better than others, and we weren't dry everywhere, but we also weren't wet everywhere. This land, we got our corn here. This field, the corn's just coming up in rows, and it actually doesn't even look that bad. That looks pretty good. And same with across the road, lighter land. There are pockets here that are pretty wet, but that's pretty minimal considering the amount of rain we got. That side's a little bit better. But yeah, it's still wet. It'll take time. Our cows, they got dry ground. Well, dry ground. We'll have to feed them yet today. That's not going to be fun for the cows back at my place. And we got our beans here. The beans can take it. They can take a lot of moisture, and they just keep on, they don't mind their feet wet. But yeah, as you can see, the ditches are full, so it's going to take a while for, it's going to take just some time for everything to come, all the water levels to go down. Yesterday, this water, you can actually see it, you guys probably can't see it, but this water's probably dropped about 6 to 8 inches already. Ditches are flowing pretty good. We got our first field of oats here, and that's, the moisture's gone down pretty good on that one already. Yesterday I could see rows of water up and down, so I'm guessing it'll just be in the low spots. That'll just take time for that to go down, I'm hoping, and hopefully the tap turns off. Yeah, I just talked to Daryl, and up at his place he's at, he got 84 mils, so that's what, not quite 3.4 inches of rain, so that's a lot more. It's a full inch more than at my place. So yeah, so here's an example. Yesterday when I was doing a bit of driving around, there's hardly any water on this field at all after the rain stopped, but the rain all the water that flows from that direction this way, it pools at this corner, so this corn will be underwater. So now you see it. We'll see what it's like in a couple days, and then we'll see what the crop is like, because some of these fields, we've had this before on this field, and the crop has turned out okay. So You just don't know. And nothing we can do about it right now anyway. So alright, this field is oats. It was coming up. Well, it is coming up. It looks great, but the water flows. The municipality is not doing the ditches the way we've asked, and we've been hounding them to. The water actually comes from the north here, and it never should come from the north. But yeah, this field was looking perfect, literally perfect. And yeah, I've seen this before on this field, and we've tried stopping this water, but yeah, this field will not be, we'll see, we will see, but there's a lot of water that's got to come off that field. That sucks. Okay, our last field of wheat. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot of water. But, yep, again, at least we were able to get our field seeded. That's the bonus. Bonus. That's the positive. Now we just, yeah, wait and hopefully that water comes down. Again, some may wonder, why don't we drain tile? Well, our ground is so flat, drain tile won't do a whole lot. And when our ditches get full, the water it has nowhere to go. So yeah, and we're also pretty gumbo-y here. The biggest thing here in this area is to do our above ground drainage, doing lots of ditching and that kind of stuff. You go a couple miles, some of our land to the west, that can do some drain tile because that's a lot sandier. I think that drain tile would work good on that stuff, but in some of this gumbo, I don't, not too many, there's nobody that really does it around here in the heavier land. This ditch right here, that's a big channel. That had no water on it from spring runoff, none. This is more water than we had in all of our spring runoff. So the good thing is that because that our ditches were all empty, and yeah, at least this water could go in the ditches. If our ditches would have been full right off the hop, this would be even worse. Alright, well, coming up here is the last field of soybeans that we seeded. Again, soybeans can handle a lot of moisture. That's a lot of moisture. These ditches are, again, now right full. This land is our most east piece. So a lot of the water that is out west has to come east, and if the ditches are all, yeah, I've never, even in spring runoffs, I've never seen this much water here. Wow. That is a lot of water. Yeah. So yeah, the ditches now that way need to start emptying out, and then this stuff can start going, hopefully start going down, but that's a lot of water. We won't be spraying these weeds anytime soon. Rain came, but the work didn't stop, so now the fun thing, and my nephew Dylan's been doing most of this while we've been out in the field, but we gotta feed cows today, Saturday, and we're gonna see what we can do. We still have a bunch of cows here and it is horrible. I don't even want to show you it. It's so bad. It's it was actually looking really good. It was dry. The cows were walking around, but when you get 2.5 inches of rain here, it pooled back there, and it's a lot of water back there. So we're gonna set things up, and we're not sure how we're gonna do it, but this is how we loaded in the past. We backed our trailer up down through there, but it is horrible. So we're looking at making a runway here with panels and bringing the cows out into the yard, doing our sorting there, and then taking them out to pasture. We're not sure what we're going to be able to get done today, so right now we want to get them fed, and one step at a time. We gave Peter the day off. He had a bunch of family out, and Peter doesn't take much time off to begin with, so we gave him some time off, and we're going to deal with feeding the cows, me and Dylan, and Daryl took a load of corn to the neighbors. So Daryl's taking that load away to the neighbors, their big dairy operation, and they ran out of corn, and we still have some corn left, so he quickly went over there to top them up with corn so they can grind it up and feed it to their cows. So he's doing that while me and Dylan are getting set up, or getting some feeding done. And that's the last of our alfalfa silage, or baleage, whatever you want to call it. Those are the last 2 bales. We still got some dry alfalfa here, and we have lots of corn salad, but this is the last of our alfalfa bales. Okay, Dylan's got those bales out to those cows. I'm gonna grab a couple bucket loads of silage, and we'll fill up our tire feeders out there, and those cows are fed. But half the cows are fed, it's just the ones back here. They do have lots of feed here, but we want to make sure they have more than enough to get them through till tomorrow. And if all goes well, we might even try moving some pairs out today. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Dylan's a load of silage out there. We're gonna do a quick walk around. Here's our blue roan bull. I brought them an alfalfa bale, but it kind of exploded on me, and Knox thinks he's going to play in it, so yeah, that sucks. Clean it up. Calves are looking good though. That guy's looking awesome. Oh, the wind, the wind. Yeah, I haven't seen the calves in a while. They're, for the most part, they are looking, the ones out here are looking pretty solid. Yeah. That one right there, that's the one that was born at 163 pounds. So, it's standing beside some of the other ones that were born a lot earlier than it, and it's still bigger. So, she's growing good. Okay, we got 20 pair out. That feels awesome. Out of the mud. Hopefully Monday we can get a whole bunch more out. That would feel even better. So anyway, that's what we're going to be busy with. Fields need some time to dry up. Let that water soak in and roll off, whatever it takes. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one.